Are you recording?
I'm recording. Are you recording?
I'm recording.
Okay. Hey guys, what's happening? We're going to give you guys an update on all kinds of stuff with the building today.
Ooh, meta.
Welcome to Geek Beat.
Okay, this is a little freaky. I see you, John, and then you
I'm
and
freaky?
me on the TV behind you.
Oh yeah.
Look,
Yeah, that is a little...
it's both of us doing our dish hopper channel 103.
That's true. If you go to channel 103, if you're a Dish customer, then you can learn all about how to use your hopper 24 hours a day.
John, you're too tall.
Who keeps putting the TV on that channel, by the way, around here?
I have no
and why?
idea. It just keeps popping up. It's not me. I thought it was you.
No, it's not me. I don't like looking at myself.
So we have a big, lots of updates today for the Geek House. Lots of you have been asking a bunch of questions, and so get ready for it. Let's go.
Okay, well, we've
First and
instituted a new policy here at the Geek House where all employees and personnel must check in. Check in and out, badge in and out, but don't badge in and out. You got to use our time clock. You got to punch in and out with the time clock.
Nice.
There's one small problem that I've not yet notified you of with our time clock process. Yeah, the ribbon doesn't work.
Oh, that's why nothing's happening. Because
I bought a new ribbon.
I've been doing it.
You know what? I bought a new ribbon.
You did.
And the new ribbon is worse than the old ribbon that had been in there for like 15 years.
Nice.
It just doesn't work. So I don't know how we're going to get
now,
ribbons.
This was actually a remnant of the Geek House purchase. So we found this sitting in this closet actually, and we just decided to keep it and implement it.
And we hung it on the wall. Speaking of things hanging on the walls, you guys have been asking us for updates about the
Geek House Wall of Fame.
Geek House Wall of Fame, not the patron wall, which is not to be confused with the patron wall over there.
Our $50 subscriber.
That's right. There's Moritz. There's Moritz on the wall right now. We see all of you, and we thank you and love you if you've been contributing. But for those of you who also bought plaques on the wall, you've been asking for updates.
Yes.
And I know that it's all on me. It's all my fault. I've been way slow getting this done. At least I did actually take time before the grand opening to put people's names on the wall. But I have a renewed focus and energy in getting this thing complete. And I have the first thing to show you of how we're going to do that.
Yay!
Okay, so it's right here. This is a little prototype of a part that I need in order to accomplish what it was that I told you guys about.
Okay.
So if you recall, right now you see the wall is very flat. There's no dimensionality to it. But the goal is that each of these pieces, like the 6-inch one, the 6-inch by 1 foot one, the 1 foot by 2 foot, they will all be standing out from the wall. So maybe the small one might be like an inch off the wall.
Right.
And the one that's a little bigger would be 2 inches, and the one that's bigger 3 or 4. And that is what this part is actually for. You'll notice it has on the back little holdery, like little screw hole things, right? So you put the screws in the wall and then you hook it and slide it down, bang, it mounts. And so you could imagine this as the standoff for these things, where this stick, basically is stuck to this, and it allows it to stand off the wall. Okay, so that is a part that I kind of invented, if you will, and our friends down at the print shop in Dallas here are going to make some of these for us. And then I just have to get the front portion of the signs fabricated, and we'll be all good.
Awesome.
So I'm working on it.
All right, well, let's keep going.
Okay.
That's the update. The Geek House
light. Let there be light.
Wall is actually coming quite together. Lots of new signatures.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of signatures. A lot of people are signing.
Look. This is one of my favorites. Oh yeah, visitor from the South Pole.
That's right, Jonathan
Actually lived
and Nikki.
there
Jonathan and
both
Nikki.
lived there for like 18 months or something crazy.
This wall is actually beginning to get populated because that section is getting so full, and I don't think people want to write down by the floor, so they've started coming over here.
Tolina was the first one.
Yeah.
Over here.
And notice how big, like some of the signatures are big. That's if you're first, you get to go big.
Yes.
But if the longer you guys wait to come sign the wall, the smaller the area you have to sign the wall with.
That's true, John.
So,
That's true. Well,
why am I carrying this around with me? Oh well.
I don't know. Put it down on the.
I will pull
Nobody will notice.
I'll put it on the up desk.
If you put it down on the up desk, because up desk central is quite messy at the moment. Again.
It's not that bad, to be honest. I mean, the tables have a little bit of stuff on them, but we could clean them off in like 5 minutes. This is the problem right here. There's a lot of trussing all over the floor.
Yes, there is.
So there's a reason for that.
What's that?
Can I explain what's going on, please?
Please do.
So there's
Everybody on the drop cams would like to know.
Yeah, they would. There are two different things. And by the way, speaking of the drop cams, for those of you who don't usually check in on the drop cams, if you go to geekbeat.tv/drop cams, you can actually be watching us filming this right now on the drop cams, and then later you could see what we're seeing. And this right now, I'm videoing you, videoing a camera, videoing you. That's
a little creepy.
Mind blown. Okay, so I have to you have to double hand it for a second because I have to actually show this.
Oh God, this is really challenging my videography skills. It's like patting your head and stomach at the same time, or whatever it is that you do.
Is it like Inception, only not like Inception?
I may cut you off from time to time, like your head chopped off. Just.
Okay, so you're gonna look at this and you'll be like, "What in the heck is that?" Well, here's what this is. You see this gap? This is exactly 14 inches, and what's going to happen is this is going to be mounted around this thing right here. You see how that fits perfectly there?
Yeah.
Now, instead of being up and down like this, imagine it being mounted like this at the top.
Oh, okay.
Now,
so this is for this particular column.
This was custom made for us by the guys who make our trussing, specifically to go on that column up at the top. And the reason why is, if you look down on the bottom, this is a little secret thing in the Geek House. There's some plugs down here. Those are actually little SDI jacks that run back to the production room. So remember when we did like our grand opening and 3D Palooza?
Here we were feeding all those cameras through the TriCaster.
That's right. So what we had to do was we had to put the cameras on tripods down here and plug them into the SDI cables, and they take up floor space when we have a lot of people in here.
And we had risers in here.
Yeah, because
it was causing issues, so it wasn't
we had to get the
ideal.
cameras above people's heads.
Right.
Well, guess what this is for? We put this up at the top of the column, and we can clamp our cameras and lights and things up there to get them above everybody. Plus, we can mount PTZ cameras, meaning they're remote
pan, tilt, zoom.
That's right.
Cameras, so that you can do that from the TriCaster, and then you have full control with nobody actually standing here watching the cameras. Which is awesome.
Brilliant, huh?
Uh-huh.
So
what's that from?
Nothing. It was just me being weird. I'm a little tired today. Are you tired?
I'm tired too.
I don't feel we're our normal level of energy.
Pump it up!
Yeah, so, okay, so here's the other thing. The other thing is we've got all this trussing sitting around here. You're like, why do you have stacks and stacks of trussing? Well, the reason why is, as you guys recall, we're about getting ready to go to CES.
Yes.
And we have to fabricate our set here to test fit everything to make sure we have all the parts we need. Anytime we go on the road to do a live broadcast, we build our broadcast set in studio first, then we pack it up and take it so that when we are missing anything.
Why would we do that? So that we know every nut, bolt, screw, cable, everything is together and in the box, and we know that we have it, because otherwise we show up, we're like, oh, I didn't think about that one Ethernet cable I might need, or whatever.
Yeah, so that's what's going on, and we'll be building that up. We're going to have to take down some of the trussing in the other room to bring in here to build it up, and then after we build it up, we'll tear it down, we'll load it in the truck, and we'll drive to CES.
Now, on the drive, are you going to be stopping anywhere? What are you going to be doing on the drive?
David Foster and I are going to go on the drive together. We may take David Peterson too. I don't know. So there's Mr. Peterson.
Take the double?
Mr.
Taking me in the truck? That sounds like a cool road trip.
That might be interesting, right? I mean, why not? Well, I don't think anybody's ever done that before. But but you know, David Foster and I, both being manly type of men, him slightly more manly because he has a beard. We don't talk.
Oh, you don't?
No, we
don't
can't
talk at all.
It's man law. So it would be
not to talk on a road trip.
Men just.
You just don't do that.
You just know.
Well,
you don't talk. You just
there won't
know.
Be any crying.
No, you just
men.
you just know. So I think for entertainment purposes, we'll probably listen to audiobooks.
Oh, what
Probably.
kind of audiobooks?
Manly audiobooks.
course,
Very
of course.
manly audiobooks.
Well, you can get a free one if you want to try it on a road trip of your all by yourself, or at the gym, or while working at audiblepodcast.com/geekbeat. You get a free book.
That you can.
All right.
Let's go show them the studio stuff.
Yeah, indeed.
Wait a minute. Wait, I forgot.
Just
No.
come on. We need to hurry this up.
Nope. I forgot. For the first time ever, I have to point this out. Wait, watch this. It's dark in here until I wave at the sensor, and bingo, we have light. Callie's office is a wreck. Look at this. There's junk everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
But my office, wait, let me wave my hand to the sensor. Look at my office. It's so clean and tidy. It's so clean and tidy. I think this is the first time ever. And I have an Eco Rico in here charging.
Nice. I do have to give it to you. Your office looks fantastic. My office, I don't know what
What is this? You have a huge pile of junk.
No, this is not junk. This is markers. I have my whiteboard up here, and I am very, very.
Am I allowed to show your whiteboard?
I don't know. I don't know what's on there.
What if I just go and like really quickly
you
just?
Can show my whiteboard.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
I'll do it. See,
Okay.
it's very very.
It is very organized. I'm going to give you.
So I put all my
Compared
focus.
to look at mine. Look at my whiteboard. My whiteboard has my Damson audio video. It always sounds funny to say that. My Damson audio video sketch.
So I put so much effort into the whiteboard that I think I forgot the office itself, and the treadmill, the Rebel desk at the moment, is serving the purpose that all treadmills should.
To
Storage.
collect dust and store
Yep.
things.
Dave is actually, speaking of your Damson audio video, Dave is working on the Damson audio video right now.
Yep.
And
How many
he's got-
screens? Dave, you have actually 4 screens in front of you.
Yes.
No, that's not true. Oh,
Well, I'm not even
you're
counting.
watching, Dave.
I'm not even counting over all of these. You have 4 primary screens.
Right.
My question for you,
Yes.
from a production standpoint, is:
Yes.
as you're actually editing, how many of those 4 screens are you truly using?
Depends on what process I'm in.
For this right now, what do you like? How many do you?
Well, for right now, I'm looking right here in this area.
Well, I don't mean. I mean conceptually, as you work on this video, how many of these screens will you generally employ?
When I'm working on this video, it'll be these mainly. Those.
So
two.
mainly you're editing on the 2 bottom, and then the
Right.
2 top you'll use for like ancillary, like checking your email or keeping up with social or something like that at the time.
No, that's actually done on this one. I use Adobe Bridge I have running up here so that I can see various assets that I use, like stock footage, stock audio, sound effects.
Well, then,
all
so
that
you
stuff.
are using that one
So I
for the video as well.
Yes, and so.
So you lied to me just now.
Thoroughly.
I asked you how many, and you said these 2,
Yeah.
but clearly you lied to me.
Yes. So I use this one for the stock, and
Okay.
then I use this one for Finder, mainly just for finding things.
So in actuality, under cross-examination, you do use all 4 of those for your editing process simultaneously. That's very complex of you, Dave Curley.
That's
And
right.
now my head hurts. Let's go.
All right, let's go see what the Damson audio. Oh, there's Scott Ellis working in there.
Hello, Mr. Ellis.
Let's go see what the Damson audio shoot looked like that he is
I'd just like to
editing.
point out that my closet, my storage room, which I love so much, is incredibly clean because I spent a lot of time cleaning it.
This is what the studio looks like. For that, we had left it set up and ready to go because we just want to make sure that Dave goes through all the footage, make sure we don't need any additional pickups. That's what they call like extra shooting, like if you missed something. So this is, we've got over here.
By the way, this was the first time.
Manfrotto.
Yeah, the first time we were able to actually use our brand new Manfrotto video tripods, and they were awesome. Oh, you know what? Let there be light.
The lights up there. All
Let,
right.
let there be light. How did we miss that?
We've got
Ah.
lights going on up there, which is what we were using to shoot, to light the talent.
The Manfrotto lights. Yeah, so the real lighting is up in the trussing, and those are our new Manfrotto lights that we were using with the Manfrotto tripods. We love Manfrotto, if you can't tell, and we've been
Obviously.
using them for years and years. These other lights, like these light panel 1x1s here,
They were kind of for show, to be honest.
yeah, they're there to enhance the video.
Right.
But we also used the crane over there. We have a
Oh, yeah, the
crane, the jib. It's really, I guess that's really a crane technically because it's a big one. But we used that during the shoot. We used all kinds of stuff. And we also had to use that table, which
I stepped
We had to spray paint
on the
it.
psych wall,
Oh.
even though it says stay off under penalty of death. That was yours. And you know who was the first one to step on there without shoes?
me.
You.
But does it matter that I'm the one who actually wrote it?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to die for that. That is a lot of stuff, but there's
have one more.
Watch your head. There's one other question that we got asked
Yes.
about, which was we got asked about our travel rig for
CES.
CES.
Coming up.
So, you going to get the light?
I'm
Let
gonna
there be
try.
light?
I'm going to try backwards here. Oh, yeah. There we go.
So, we have our wonderful, magnificent video link case, rolling case that supports a TriCaster.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. It's white. This is the first one they've ever built that was white. Did you know that?
I did know that, and I think it's awesome. I love this thing.
And so here's the way it works. The top kind of folds down. Okay.
Don't break it.
It's yeah. Don't worry about my fingers or anything. Just
No, I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah, exactly. So the top folds down and it holds these two 24-inch monitors. And then below the monitors, we've got a Blackmagic video switcher. We've got actually a place for cabling to come through. We've got a audio compressor limiter so that when Callie goes,
Woo!
it doesn't make a weird noise. We've got part of our mixer here, panel here, and we'll have a mixer here. TriCaster control surface up here. We've got a TriCaster mounted down in there. We got a battery backup. That
Of
way,
course, gotta have that.
yeah, that way, that's going to do two things for us. It's going to do line conditioning because we might get some dirty power at the venue, and we don't want it to, you know, you got $100,000 worth of gear here. You don't want to damage it.
Definitely.
And then also, if we had a blip in the power, we don't want to drop our feed to you guys. So we put the power in there, and then we have a couple of drawers. This one's actually going to be mounted up a little higher. These
I love
are not.
that it has drawers, to be honest.
Well,
That's pretty darn cool.
yeah, that way we can actually store a bunch of things in here that we need to take. We could
Yeah.
even put like our cameras.
All the
We could
little
definitely put
extra
our
accessories.
all our microphones.
Yep.
You know, the things that are critical, but that we don't usually have a good place to store.
Exactly. And this has, you know, a keyboard drawer.
And keep pulling it out.
IFBs right
Pull it out
there.
further.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
That
Look,
yeah, you got to pull it all the way out.
all the way out. Oh yeah.
The
More
secret
storage.
the secret storage for the hard drives. So you take the hard drives out of the TriCaster to put them in a foam kind of insulated spot. You know, and all that. And then we also have monitors down here, and we have some HDMI converter things down here, and then we also have two Mac Minis, and we also have a Synology rack mount NAS unit, and that's just what's on front.
Technology.
That's just what's on front. On the back, there's even more.
Yeah.
But we'll save that.
All right.
We'll save that until
later.
later.
We'll let you guys know.
Did you really? We just hit 20 minutes on this video.
So I think it's time to wrap this thing up.
I do too.
Let us know what you enjoyed about today's tour. If you want to see anything different, leave a comment below. And again, make sure you're watching for CES. We also have AT&T before CES, the hackathon. So we've got all sorts of fun stuff coming up.
And by the way, if you haven't yet registered, if you're going to Vegas, come a little early. Come to the hackathon.
Yep.
Hang out with us. Go to geekbeat.tv/ATT.
Yep.
And register. Get registered for that event. So,
All right.
any last final parting words, Callie Lewis?
Hi, Mom!
Nice. Bye, guys.